Hey, part two of how do I balance having a mental illness and being a mom. So, I quickly rewatched my video before because I'm so ghetto that I have to upload the video from my phone to YouTube, and then I have to make sure it's uploaded on YouTube so that I don't delete the video that I just made on my phone. And then once I know it's not deleted, then I have to go back and I have to delete the video off my phone that I just made, so that I have enough room to film the next video. So I went back and I rewatched it, just like I always do, just in case, or just to make sure that what I'm saying makes sense or whatnot. But anyways, I noticed that I had lots of good points, but I kind of didn't say how I balance it. That is actually, balance is a huge issue for me. That's actually a word that we have written down in my book at my counseling, is balance. I'm so terrified that I'm not going to give enough time to my kids. I'm not going to be able to have enough time to give to my husband. I'm not going to have enough time to do the things that I want to do. I'm not going to have enough time to, be there with my parents. Not have enough time to hang out with friends, not have enough time to just all these things, all sorts of things. And balance is something that is so hard. There are days that not so much now, thankfully, but before, years ago, and then, just a couple years ago, that I couldn't even, my mental illness was just hitting me so hard that I couldn't even get off the couch. That is not a figure of speech. I remember one time when my mom came home from work, because Chris, there's those awkward, long silences. It's because I'm thinking. My mom had come home, so to my house, because Chris had to come home from work because I called him and I just couldn't handle it anymore. And what it is, I don't know. It was my brain. My brain was on overdrive and I just couldn't do it anymore. He came home and I was standing at the bathroom door. I point like you can see it, but anyways, I was standing at the bathroom door and I had my head against the door, and I hadn't moved since I called him, and that was 25 minutes beforehand. So he came in and he helped me lay down on the couch, and I laid there forever, or what seemed like forever. And I remember I was watching everything going on around me. What is this piece of hair? We're just gonna leave it. Hold on a second. Yes. It's beautiful. It's very avant-garde. So we're gonna leave it like that, okay? What was I saying? So I laid down and I remember I could see everything that was going on around me. I could hear everything that was going on around me. The kids were playing. Chris was sitting there he just looked like he didn't even know what to do with himself. He was worried about me, whatever thoughts that he had going on in his head, dealing with someone that you care about who you don't know how to help. How can anyone take me seriously with this hair? I can't. What's happening? Why is it like that? Okay, we're gonna leave it and see if it just comes back out. So yeah, I could see everything going on, and so obviously he couldn't stay home from work anymore, because when you have someone who does have a mental illness, they, in the depths of it, can become very time consuming. And I felt like I was so alone and I didn't have anybody else except for Chris. And Chris was the only person that really saw me be me. At that time, the me was not a good person. Not that I wasn't a good person. I was struggling so bad and for so long, and tried to get help, and it just wasn't working for me. So anyways, thank God he stayed around. It's back. We're going to cut it off in the next video. I'm just going to cut it off. So I could see everything going on. And so he called my mom, obviously, because he couldn't take any more time off work. So he had just come home quickly to see what was going on, see how serious everything was. Made sure like I was safe, the kids were safe, everything was good. And I'll talk about that actually in another video if this is gonna be real. How my boys were literally my saving grace. They were the one reason that the darkness didn't win. And I say it like that because I don't want to say the real words, just because I know that this will be out there, and kids can so easily access the internet now. My kids saw a lot of me go through a lot of stuff, and at this age, 9 and almost 7, they don't need to come across it right now. As they get older, when I feel like they're ready, and you know, I feel like my experiences might be helpful, or even if they have questions, then I'll tell them. But so the darkness, I'll tell you about that story. It didn't win because they were my sole reason for living. And then when my mental illness and my depression got so bad that the one day, even that reason wasn't enough to keep me here. So we'll do that on a whole other video because that's pretty serious stuff and deserves a lot of attention of its own. So anyways, balance. Oh, okay, sorry. So my mom came, and I remember having my eyes open. I could hear her and Chris talking about me. She came in and asked, like, how long has she been laying like that? Like, how long has she been like that? I remember it like it was yesterday. And he was like, I came, she was doing this, I put her on the couch. She's literally been like that since I called you. And my mom actually asked, she's like, is she sleeping? And Chris was like, I have no idea. And I, at that point, had no desire, like not even a desire. I had the desire. Somewhere deep inside of me, it was there. But I literally didn't have it in me to get up off that couch because I was just done. So that is the extreme case, one of the extreme parts and cases of my mental illness. But going back, there are going to be days where you can't get off the couch. There are going to be days where you literally haven't put a bra on or showered in 3 or more days. I've been there, and to be honest, I don't think I've had a bra on in 3 days. So anyways, that's why I changed the angle in this video from the other one, is because I noticed that not only did it look like I was like massively huge because my mom boobs are like way down here, but my second chin was making an appearance in that video, and I didn't like it. So really quickly, I don't want to say I don't balance it because obviously I'm doing it, but you got to just be kind to yourself. When you have those days and you feel like you're not being a good mom, you feel like, if there's a pile of dishes out there and, my husband does so much, and like my kids deserve better and all this stuff that our mental illnesses and our busy brains constantly repeat to us. When you're having days like that, be kind, and know that it's okay. Those dishes will get done. Tomorrow is a new day. There's always something to look forward to. And like I said in the first video, being a mom is hard. Reach out when you're having those days, because that's the worst mistake that you can make, is to retreat. And that was a lot of what I did. I would do my job. I would come home and I would literally go to the basement or my bedroom. I would lock the door. I didn't want to see anybody, including my children or my husband. I didn't answer texts. Like my friends, all of you will know. I didn't answer texts. I didn't answer the phone. And I still to this day will do that. And it's not because I'm trying to hurt anybody or that I don't care. It's just because in those moments, my brain is just, it's overwhelmed. And the thought of even having to respond to a text or anything like that, it doesn't matter what it is, group message, phone call, the door, I'm getting better at that. It's taxing. It makes me exhausted, and yeah. So reach out. I'm always here if anyone needs to talk. But you know, even just talk it out to yourself. Like, I'm finding this so therapeutic, beyond words. I've done like cognitive thinking, which was like almost a year in therapy. I've done classes. I'm still going to attend a class, which is 12 weeks. You know, therapy, counseling, psychiatry, all sorts of stuff. I've been there. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Seek help. And know that balance, whatever is working for you, make it work. I'm seriously just rambling now, and people are probably laughing at me. But I guess the short end of it is I don't balance it. Life throws so much at us, and there's not enough hours in a day. And we have to just start being kinder to ourselves and realizing that there isn't, yep, there isn't enough time in a day to balance every single thing that we want, and that can become overwhelming to us. And it's okay to be overwhelming. Sit with that. Know that that's a feeling that is okay to have. It's shitty as shit, but it's okay to have. And if your baby is fed, or your kids are fed, and they are clean, and they are happy, and they are safe, in those moments that you're talking about, the down days, that's all that can be done. And that's okay. So that's just what I have to start listening to. Listening to, too, is I want to do everything all at once, and I want to be here, and I want to be there, and I want to hang out with my friends, and I want to, you know, go out with the kids, and sometimes just thinking about it is overwhelming to me. So balance is a fine line, and do what works for you. Keep your kids happy, keep yourself happy, and know that there's always someone who's willing to listen to you, and not only that, they're willing to help you. So really quickly, I guess on that note, I know it was a bit of a ramble, which I think literally ramble should become my hashtag. It's been in every single video. Be kind to yourself. Long, awkward pause. And be kind to yourself. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. I super appreciate it. Any other questions, fire away. If you like this video, again, just like the video and subscribe. And I'm going to hopefully keep trying to put out content, and you know, give me some more video ideas. I have tattoos, you know, maybe funny high school stories, anything like that. Let's oh, and I know that someone wanted to hear some of my paranormal stuff too, so I will get on that too. Yeah, comment below, like, subscribe. I love you. Thank you so much. Bye.